Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be solving the equation 5 to the power of x is equal to 5x plus 15. And for this equation, I want to find the value of x. So now for my solution. Notice how we have both x as an exponent and as a term. So this is going to make things a little more challenging, but we can still solve this. So what I'm first going to do is factor out 5 from my right hand side. So I get 5 to the power of x is equal to 5 times x plus 3. And now I'm going to divide both sides by 5. So these two cancel out, and I get 5 to the power of x over 5 is equal to x plus 3. Now from here, if I have something in the form a to the power of m over a to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m minus n. So 5 to the power of x over 5, well 5 is the same thing as 5 to the power of 1. This turns into 5 to the power of x minus 1 is equal to x plus 3. Now from here, I'm going to divide both sides by 5 to the power of x minus 1. So these two cancel out to get 1, and now I have x plus 3 over 5 to the power of x minus 1 is equal to 1. Now I can rewrite this as 1 over 5 to the power of x minus 1 times x plus 3 is equal to 1. And 1 over 5 to the power of x minus 1 is the same thing as 5 to the power of negative x minus 1. And negative x minus 1 is the same thing as negative x plus 1. Now from here, I'm going to multiply both sides by negative 1. So I get 5 to the power of negative x plus 1 times negative x minus 3, because the negative 1 multiplies with the x plus 3. And this is equal to negative 1. And now I want to multiply both sides by 5 to the power of negative 4. So now I get negative x minus 3 times 5 to the power of negative x minus 3, because negative 4 adds up with negative x plus 1. And negative 4 plus 1 is negative 3. And on my right hand side, I have 5 to the power of negative 4. Now from here, I can rewrite 5 to the power of negative x minus 3. And what I'm going to rewrite it as, well, before I do that actually, if I have something in the form e to the power of ln of, let's say, some number x, this is equal to x, because these two numbers, the e and the ln, cancel out. So let's say I have e to the power of ln of 5. This is equal to 5. So what I'm going to do is rewrite 5 here as e to the power of ln of 5. So I get negative x minus 3 times e to the power of ln of 5 to the power of negative x minus 3 is equal to 5 to the power of negative 4. And if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So these two multiply, and now I get negative x minus 3 times e to the power of ln 5 times negative x minus 3 is equal to 5 to the power of negative 4. And now I'm going to multiply both sides by ln 5. So the reason I did that is so I can use something known as the W-Lambert function. So what the W-Lambert function is that it states that if you take the W of something in the form a times e to the power of a, this is simply equal to a. So a can be any term, but if you take the W of something in the form a times e to the power of a, this is simply equal to a. So in this case, I'm going to label ln 5 times negative x minus 3, this whole thing, as a. So notice how we have a times e to the power of the same thing over here. So I have a times e to the power of a, meaning if I take the w of this equation right here, this is simply going to simplify to just a. So I'm going to take the w, I have to take it on both sides. So I have the w of ln 5 times negative x minus 3 times e to the power of ln 5 times negative x minus 3 is equal to the w of 5 to the power of negative 4 times ln 5. And now this just turns into ln 5 times negative x minus 3 is equal to the w of negative 5 to the power of negative 4 of ln 5. Now from here, this right here is the same thing as negative 5 times e to the power of ln 5 to the power of negative 5, because negative 5 to the power of 1 times this is negative 4, and e to the power of ln of 5 is just 5. So this is the same thing as negative 5 times 5 to the power of negative 5, which is equal to negative 5 to the power of negative 4, which is what we have here. So all we're doing is rewriting negative 5 to the power of negative 4 as negative 5 times e to the power of negative times e to the power of ln 5 to the power of negative 5. And we're doing this so we can use the W-Lambert function again. So what I'm going to do is multiply these two. So now I have ln 5 times negative x minus 3 is equal to the W of negative 5 times ln 5 times e to the power of negative 5 times ln 5. And this fits the a times e to the power of a rule. So now I'm going to be left with negative x minus 3 times ln 5 is equal to negative 5 times ln 5. And these two ln 5s cancel out, so I'm left with negative x minus 3 is equal to negative 5. And this means that negative 3 plus 5 is equal to x, so x is equal to 2. So this is my solution to this equation. Now, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share this to your friends and family, see if they can solve it. And also make sure to check out my channel. I have a bunch more videos just like these ones. Thank you.